I'm fixing the house, bro. You get that.
I was gonna go do some.
You open it up? Fire away, bro.
All right, Shalom. First off, we're going to start off by giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rafakadash.
Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation unto all you brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity. And also peace and blessings unto the men, women, and children that believe of the hopefully elect, all right?
Go on.
And we got a Great Millstone, Houston camp man, all right, back with another camp lesson through the Holy Spirit to edify you brothers and sisters, man, you know, just on the time that we are in and how that our mind should be geared around these scriptures, man, okay? Because as you can see in the world, everything is crumbling, all right? From these people's mind to the infrastructures, all right, to the system, okay, that we're living in, everything is crumbling, man. And it's all because of the will of Yahweh Yahushua.
Right.
Now, the latest news, all right, is anti-Semitism. Okay, speaking against the so-called Jewish people. Now you got this guy Nick Cannon. You had Allen Iverson. Who else? Ice Cube, and I think somebody else.
Right, Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, Deshaun Jackson, who was ridiculed for speaking out against the so-called Jewish communities, man, which they didn't say anything against the so-called Jewish people. They said so-called white man and the people who were in power. But the Jewish community reacted, which shows you who's in power.
Right.
Because he did not say Jewish people, but they are the one who reacted and said, "Oh, that's anti-Semitism, da 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 da," which that's crazy, man. Because we are Israelites, man.
Right.
How the hell can we be anti-Semitic?
Right.
But since people don't have understanding, they say such blasphemy, man.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
But just as the Apostle Hart said, with Esau firing Nick Cannon, that backfired on him because more Jakes are looking into being an Israelite, man, and believing. All right? This is all the fulfillment of biblical prophecy, bro. Of the word going out, of Jake seeing the word, hearing the word, and they believing in it. Okay? Now, can the brother give me Colossians chapter 1 and start at verse 3? Because this gospel has reached unto the ends of the earth, man. Okay? Via this YouTube.
Now, did you see that tweet he had put out? Well, I don't know if it was a tweet, Instagram, whatever. But he was like complaining about the abuse he was getting from his own people. They was calling him a sellout. It just goes into what you were saying. That's the what brought attention to the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, about the wicked man, the deep wicked that's on the face of the earth, man.
Right.
They let this nigga have it now.
Right.
Because he done woke a lot of cats up, man. So it's the backfire, man. The niggas is like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, that is the truth, man. So, you know, hey, man, it had to happen like that, man. So, they talking about he on suicide watch, man. Go ahead and kill yourself in that kind of shit.
Right. And they trying to make it about being anti-Semitic, how they say, but they not addressing that he said that you know, the so-called black man, all right, is an Israelite. Okay, they don't want to address that, man. All right, they just want to address that you can't be talking about the Amalekites like that.
Right.
You know, but they ain't gonna go in depth to the situation. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna focus on him going back and forth with Professor Griff about Esau being a savage and you know, shit like that, you know.
Right. And look, hey, I saw some harlots on Instagram, bro, defending being an Israelite. I saw a harlot say, "I'm a Hebrew Israelite." And y'all mad because I'm woke.
Damn.
Bro.
Harlots,
bro. And I had thought about the scripture what Yahushua said inside the scripture, man, about the publican and harlot being saved. I was like, damn, bro, because these whole butt naked twerking, okay, sucking on cucumbers, all this, right?
Right.
But now all of a sudden, they talking about Israel, man.
Done.
Which is the fulfillment of the scriptures, bro.
Done.
So brother, get that Colossians, and then I'm gonna get that Matthew 21, starting verse 28.
This Colossians chapter 1 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
We give thanks to the Most High and the Father of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, praying always for you. Since we heard of your faith in Yahushua Mashiach and of the love which he has to all the saints,
Mm-hmm.
for the hope which is laid up for you in heaven, whereof ye heard before in the word of the truth
Right. Keep going.
of the gospel.
Of the gospel, man. Jake is hearing about the hope that is laid up for our people, man, which is the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Everlasting life. Freedom from this oppression, man.
Right.
Having an identity, bro. Having their oppressors in slavery.
Right.
Jake is hearing this and Jake is believing it, man. Because they truly are going through that oppression, man.
Right.
Seeing all this so-called racism going on, all this oppression going on, Esau killing us live on TV, live on Instagram and all this stuff.
Right.
Jake is seeing it, and they started to come to the realization that, hold on, man, this devil is the devil.
Right.
And these Hebrew Israelites making sense. And not only is it making sense, they're proving it through the Bible, word for word, man.
Right.
So Jake is starting to believe in the gospel, man. This is all the power of Yahweh Shah, man. The work that we're doing, brothers, is not in vain.
Done.
Okay?
Done.
Those videos that you put up, brothers, the effort that you put out on the highways and the byways is not in vain, man. Brothers and sisters out there are watching them videos, man. They believe it, okay? Go ahead, brother.
God. And verse 6, which is come unto you as it is in all the world.
Right, the gospel is in all the world, man. Just before the camera got turned on, I was telling them brothers about their brother inside of GMS Finland, man. How he was walking through Brussels, Belgium, preaching the word, man.
Mm.
Going around trying to talk to Jacob about the mark of the beast and being an Israelite, man.
Right.
In French.
Mm.
The brother speaking French, man. That is powerful,
God.
okay?
Done.
This gospel has reached into all the world. Right, go ahead, brother.
Which is come unto you
Mm-hmm.
as it is in all the world,
Right?
and bringeth forth fruit.
And bringing forth fruit, man. This word is bringing forth fruit both of men and women,
Mm.
okay? Believing in Yahweh by Shah, man. I saw somebody else on Instagram arguing about our Lord Yahweh, bro. Talking about he real. And his name ain't Jesus.
Mm.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Right.
These are low-level beast niggas,
Right,
man.
bro.
That is up there sitting there arguing about the Lord, man.
Right.
Arguing about being an Israelite. Arguing about the truth of the matter, man.
Right.
That's beautiful.
And I give all the praise to how about you have a shot for it,
I
man.
don't know y'all about you.
These are slut whores, man.
Right.
Sucking on cucumbers, bro.
Right.
Right.
Now all of a sudden they changing their minds. Trying to, so-called. Now whether or not the Lord have mercy on them, I don't know.
Right.
But the thing is, Israel is being talked about, man.
Right.
So ain't nobody gonna have no excuse in that day. Right, go ahead, read it again, brother.
Which is come unto you as it is in all the world,
Right?
and bringeth forth fruit, as it doth also in you, since the day ye heard of it, and knew the grace of the Most High in truth.
Right, and through the grace of Yahweh Shah and truth, man. This is what the people are starting to understand, man.
Right.
Because we're in the very, very end.
Right.
All right.
Right.
And the closer we get to the end, the more fruit gonna come in. All right, the more people gonna stand up for Yahweh Shah believe, man.
Right.
So you devils, hey, it's a wrap, man. All right, y'all can shut Nick Cannon up in ice cube, bro, but not the prophets. We ain't taking no word back, man.
Right.
We mean every word. All right, you are the devil. Okay, you are not an Israelite, a Jew.
Right.
You're an Edomite, man.
Right.
And you're going into slavery.
Gone.
You know.
Gone.
So I know, brother, her precept.
Just real quick. Just real quick. Deuteronomy 30. Deuteronomy 33 and 29. It says, "Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by Yahweh, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellence? And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon the high places." Man, so it's indicating that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you have an enemy, man. Okay, your enemy is all the nations, but the numero uno is Esau, man. Esau, Edom, man. All right, bitch ass E, man, the pale male, man.
Right.
Okay, and he's been found to be a goddamn liar, man.
Right.
Okay, you all the way exposed, man. You asshole naked, man. Okay, bro, when you got, like the brother saying, you got fucking whores, bro.
Right.
Man, hey, bro, that means it's a rap,
It's
bro.
a rap. It's a rap, bro.
God, it's a rap, bro. You have been exposed, Esau. You have been finding lies into thee. You're not a Jew, okay? You're not our friend, okay? You're not even a human, man. You're a beast. You're a dog, okay? Everything you never came out your fucking mouth is a goddamn lie, man, okay? And you have been exposed. Go ahead, brother.
If I may add
Done.
on what you said, that Esau, Edom, the nation of Edom, the so-called white people, they are beasts.
Right?
Now, Nick Cannon on his podcast show with Professor Griff, he said that. He said that Esau, Edom are beasts, and he started naming off the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. He started naming them off.
The Oppenheimers, the Schiffs.
Right.
Too much.
Right, Dennis the DuPont.
Gone.
Right. So all those the elite, what we call the elite, the ones that run the world, that govern the laws, that make the money, that lay down the policies of the world, he was naming them off, and he associated them with being beasts.
Right.
All right, with not being Shemites, even though they are of the line of Shem.
Right.
Okay, which they call it Semitic.
Right.
All right, which when the term Semitic came from the man Shem in the Bible.
Right.
That's what people don't understand, and Nick Cannon didn't understand it either.
Right.
All right, so Nick Cannon is just used as a vessel from the Most High
Right,
to
right.
publicize this word, man.
Right.
Done.
And what he said was true about the so-called white people, the Edomites being beasts.
Right.
They are beasts.
Savages.
They are the people of the Most High's curse in
Right.
the Bible,
That's
man.
right.
That's why they look like that.
Mhm.
That's why they are the only nation on the planet that don't have melanin.
Right.
And like the brother said, they are being exposed of that very fact, man. And our people are starting to wake up to that truth. And Esau's response is, we gotta stop these niggas, man. We gotta fight for our kingdom. Like the brother said, the word is going out. Esau know these scriptures
Right.
because the scriptures say that he accomplished a diligent search.
Right.
Esau is not some lazy nigga playing Xbox. He got think tanks, he got professors,
Right.
he got study groups looking at the Israelites and going through the scriptures like, what these niggas saying is true.
Right.
What he
Right,
perceive
right.
as niggas.
Right.
What they woke up.
Right.
Esau enemy then exhausted all his resources to keep these Negroes from the truth. They didn't found it.
Right.
We gotta fight for our kingdom. Cause let me bring out this scripture, Baba Kashar.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So once this gospel of the kingdom, the true understanding of the Bible, okay, which is associated with Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah, whom the word English called God in Jesus Christ, when the truth is being brought out unto the ends of the world, like the brother said, you have brothers on the other side of the world that receive the truth
Right.
through the preaching of the gospel.
Done. Done.
Now, Esau the end of his world is coming. Just from this very fact of the word being spread to the four corners of the earth. When you go into the context of this chapter in Matthew 24, the disciples that became apostles of Yahweh Shah asked, when shall the end of this kingdom be? Yahweh Shah then in turn said to them, look, once this gospel is preached to the four corners of the earth, then the end gonna come. The end of what? The end of the white man kingdom.
Right. So rulership.
The so-called white man kingdom. The end of the dominance of the Edomites. That's all I have.
Come, bro. You got it now.
Real quick. Acts chapter 1 and verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father had put in his own power. But just going into, the disciples was asking, when is the kingdom of Israel coming, man? When are we gonna be put as rulers in the earth? Okay, and kings, man. Cause Jake is scared of that. Nick Cannon backed away from that shit, man. This nigga went and tucked tail. Okay, he totally apologizing and all that shit, man. will show you that the Most High put the Spirit on him to say that anyway, man.
Right.
You know, that wasn't of him. You know what I'm saying? I know he didn't did the research and all that, but the Most High was like, shit, it's time, man. It's time to let people know, you know what I'm saying, and show this devil for what he is, man. You know, because the men of the Lord been out there on the highways and byways, man. You know, edifying and breaking down the scriptures, man. You know, but you Jakes, you know what I'm saying, y'all got to see a celebrity do it, man. You know, but he ain't gonna stand on it. You know what I'm saying? The men of the Lord, we're gonna stand on it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And all you Jakes are being marked. Okay, all you 2/3 niggas that think this is a joke and all of that.
Right.
All right, all you Jakes know about Nick Cannon being fired, bro. Okay, on all your different YouTube platforms or all your social media, you know about Nick Cannon being fired, and you nosy niggas are gonna go look up and see what happened. Okay, he gonna say that we're the true Jews. Okay, and those people over there in Israel, those Amalekites, are not the real people of Israel, man. Okay, you mark right there, man. Because as an Israelite, you supposed to take that in and be like, okay, this man said that we true Jews. Okay, so let me go look that up. All right, but for your negligence or for your wickedness, you're not gonna do that, man. You know, because hey, brothers, when we heard that we was Israelites, we did the research, bro. You know what I'm saying? We went on YouTube, we was watching all the videos, and we was locked on it. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't turn our head from watching Great Millstone. Okay, or even if you came in watching any other camp, you was glued to it, man. And eventually, the Most High led you to Great Millstone,
Right,
man.
fine.
You know,
Right. You made a point that Jake, which when we say Jake, we talking about you Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American. You look up to your Nick Cannons,
right?
and your what's the old boy name from the Eagles? Wide
Oh,
receiver. You look up to these Ice Cubes,
Mhm.
all these different individuals that have been set up to be the leaders of the so-called black community.
Right.
You look up to them, so you're into that stuff. You're into the media. You're in the First Take. You in Undisputed,
Right.
and that's what they talking about.
Right.
So you're going to hear the information.
You marked.
And if the brother said you ain't gonna look it up, and some Jakes are gonna look it up.
Right,
Most of them ain't,
Right.
but some Jakes are gonna look it up.
Right.
But if you look it up, you get the information. The Most High said you a fool if you don't follow the word.
Right.
So most of our people, they're gonna be fooled. Some of them gonna look it up. They're not gonna follow it. Some of them just gonna shrug it off. And then the ones that are called, see, this gospel and this truth, this faith that we've been blessed to be a part of is about the election. It's not about man's will and his want to be an Israelite.
Right out.
It's about if you're called and chosen to believe in this thing, man. Because faith is a blessing. It's a gift from the Heavenly Father, man.
All right. And I'm just throwing a little footnote that the brother was saying about the Most High timing. That interview he did with Professor Grimm, that wasn't new. That was at least a month or two old, bro. He was holding it, bro. And the Most High put the Spirit on him to put it out when he did. Because it wasn't new, bro. You know what I'm saying? All the rest of the interviews he was doing was recent. Professor Griff wasn't brand new, man. The Most High said, "Go and put that out." Man. You know what I'm saying? So man, it's going down, man.
Right.
It's going down.
Hey, it's funny that girl that Harley who posted that she was an Israelite, in her comment section, you had people saying, "Oh, I'm about to unfollow you. Oh, you crazy." Now on her other pictures, they got hard eyes. Oh, you so sexy, you so gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as she said that she was an Israelite, oh hell no, you crazy sister. Oh hell no, girl. What you talking about?
Right. Put up another twerk video.
You see? But does it go to show you the power of just knowing that you're an Israelite, man?
All right.
It changed people's whole mindset towards you.
Right.
Because they don't understand. They're like, what the hell is an Israelite? What you talking about? Esau didn't teach me this in school. So it's just like, look, bro, this word, man, hey man, this word is so powerful, man. Sharper than a two-edged sword.
Right.
All right?
Right.
Just knowing that you're an Israelite changed the whole vibration of the earth, man. It changed people's mindset towards you. As the apostle did a video this morning called A Global Shift in Consciousness, man. With us knowing that we're Israelites, man. Us just saying that changed people's whole mindset, bro.
Right.
Because they gotta address it now.
Come. Got to.
They gotta address it, bro.
Right.
If not, it's over with.
Right.
So Esau's trying to fight for his kingdom, man. But it's too late, bro. It is too late, Esau, man. And he knows that. He knows it. Hey, it's a wrap for your kingdom, man.
Gone.
You know?
Gone. And all you church, you so-called Bible thumping church niggas and bitches, man. It's like I ain't trying to shit. But if you and show you don't know shit, because if you go, man, you just go to Psalms 83rd chapter and read about how the nations begin to pay on mail, wicked ass Eve.
Right.
They were confederate to do away with Israel, man. They went all out to keep away with it, and look, it's the rolls up, man.
Right.
Like yeast in a cake, man. And you gonna have to address it, man.
Right.
Okay? And the videos is out there, man. And man, imagine a nigga that only went to the computer and typed in World Star me to take out, and he hit Hebrew Israelites, Apostle to heart. Like, see one of these verses video. They gotta address this shit, man.
Right, got to.
It's going down, not
Right, yeah, you gotta address it. Yep, come on, brother. Hey, so, Slocky, brother, I'll get that Matthew 21 and 31.
21, 31.
Yeah.
This is Matthew 21 and verse 31.
You know what? I started 28, brother. So like, started 28.
Matthew 21 and 28. But what think ye? A certain man had 2 sons, and he came to the first and said, Son, go work today in my vineyard. He answered and said, I will not. But afterward he repented and went. And he came to the second and said likewise. And he answered and said, I go, sir, I went not. Whether of them twain did the will of his father, they shall unto him the first. Yahushua said unto them, Verily I said unto you, that the publicans and the harlots go into the kingdom of the Most High before you.
Right? Go ahead.
Verse 32. For John came unto you in the way of righteousness, and ye believed him not. But the publicans and the harlots believed him, and ye, when ye had seen it, repented not afterward.
Right. So you got hoes out there, man.
That's
Niggas
all
out
in the
there.
house. Right.
My grimy niggas
Right.
that's hearing the gospel and repenting, bro. Okay? You look, bro. We know that Jake is under a deep, deep spell, man. A deep spell. And for Jake to come out of that, all right, to be so-called Instagram famous, and then all of a sudden change, man, or to have, some kind of fame in this world, bro. But then all of a sudden just change your mind like that quickly, bro. That is the power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. Publicans and the hoes, bro. Coming back to the Lord, man. So we're doing
something, bro.
right,
Damn.
bro. We're doing a mighty work.
Right.
This Yahweh Shai said they're going into the kingdom of heaven, man.
Right.
So hey, hoes gonna be saved, bro. For the kingdom of heaven's sake, man. Because they're gonna believe in Yahweh Shai. They're gonna repent, man. By way of the word. So
Right.
we're doing a mighty work, man.
Done.
Brother, I'm telling you, brother, we're doing a mighty work, man. Because they hearing it from us. Okay, you got so-called Muslims, or these guys,
Islam.
all of a sudden, they big Hebrews now.
Right.
Right.
All of a sudden.
Right. Right.
Risen Islam.
Yeah, a big Hebrew Israelites or the Bible true, Hold up.
Right. Wrong book.
Wrong book, brother. I thought the Quran, brother.
Hey, it's like, bro, I got witness, bro. I was in that bullshit, man. Early in my youth, bro. That shit was never said, bro. Never said, bro.
Damn.
Never, bro. Nah, we Hebrews. We
Right,
are,
right,
man.
right.
Damn, bro. Shit.
That is crazy, man. But it's going to show you the power of these scriptures, man.
Done.
The Quran has no weight, brother.
Zero.
No weight. That's a bunch of garbage, man.
Zero.
But since y'all Muslims, y'all try to continue on and try to quote the Quran and try to use those so-called wise sayings, but they don't apply to this time, man.
Right.
These scriptures got prophecies, bro.
Hey, but don't make them throw the Quran away, out because when they get tight again and people make the store run, buying up all the toilet paper and paper towel, you don't need that, man. Wipe your ass with it
Right.
and dry your hands. So y'all hold on to that shit, man. You don't need. It's gonna come in handy, man.
Damn.
You got it, bro.
Right, go ahead, brother. You got something?
Precept?
Yeah.
Okay, kind of. This is Isaiah chapter 44 and verse 3. For I will pour water. Well, let me start at verse 1. This is Isaiah 44:1. It says, Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. Thus said Yahweh that made thee, and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou Jeshurun, whom I have chosen. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thine offspring. Right. So this is the Most High addressing the Israelites, and this is a prophecy concerning the future and the plight of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Most High said, "Listen, you Israelites, man. The Most High already know that our people are knuckleheads, man, and they're hard-headed. That's why the Most High Yahweh through the prophets that was inspired through the Most High Spirit always wrote the same things over and over again. Listen, Jake. Wake up, Jake. Repent, Jake. All right. And it says, Jacob, whom I have chosen.
Mm-hmm.
Our people are now starting to wake up to the fact that we are the chosen seed of the Most High who created the heavens and the earth. Once before Christianity, which Christianity, so-called Christianity in the modern sense of the word, is still the dominant force in philosophy in America. But now the truth is taking root here where we was told we are nothing. Okay, you're black.
Right.
You came from Africa, swinging on trees.
Right, some monkeys. You can't
Right,
do
you
monkeys.
you some nobodies, man.
Right.
Black having brown skin is ugly. Now the Most High said he's starting to pour out his spirit and water upon the Israelites. You'll get Baba Shah real quick. Psalms 109 and what is it 9 when it said clean by the washing of the water, which is the word.
Psalm 119.
Yeah, 119 and 9, I believe.
I got you, brother.
God.
Oh no, this is Ephesians, what you call, but I know what you're talking about, though.
Right. What's it? Psalms 119 and 9?
Yeah. It says a wherewithal shall a young man.
Call it and read it.
Like Psalms 119 and verse 9. A wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way by taking heed thereto according to thy word.
Right. So that's what's beginning to happen right now in the face of our oppressors, the so-called white man, and they are pissed off.
Right.
Jake are no longer calling themselves niggas and bitches, hoes, dots, all right, black,
Right.
all right, Mexicans, Latinos. Now they say, look, we Israelites, bro. That's the Most High cleaning up Jake through the word. They're being clean. Those different oppressive names, those bywords and the proverbs, the Most High is cleaning that up and making it clear to Jake. All right, those that the Most High have called to understand the word, because all Israel ain't gonna get it, man. This is not all inclusive. The Most High is indeed a separatist. Even with the nation of Israel, you have the elect, and then you have the 2/3. So you have two different dynamics going on. You got Jake that ain't getting down with the word, but then Jake that had no clue or understanding who he was is starting to believe. Men strong with the man and women. They're being cleansed by the word. All right.
Brother, you want to read this real fast?
Now go here, bro.
This woman had posted, bro. She said, I'm woke, chosen, and overeducated. Westernized education is miseducation. If I was terrified of black people realizing who the F they are, I too might throw around the wrong terms like anti-Semitic to deter people from being enlightened. Hebrew Israelites scare people, but all black people scare people. This is the whore, man.
A fucking whore.
That's talking like this. They got, look, bro, these hoes are lost in Babylon the Great, man. But for them just to even say something like that, bro, and then they got millions of followers. Just even mention Hebrew Israelite that's gonna spark somebody's mind, man.
Fine.
All right?
Fine.
People, you know what I'm saying? People on a coming board, are they inquiring, some scoffing? That's the Lord's doing, man. So hey, man, hey, hey, bro, publicist and hardest, bro, gonna enter into the kingdom of heaven via the word, man. Via hearing the word and repenting. All right, acknowledging their wrongdoings. All right, before you howl by Shem Shai, man.
Right. Gone.
Come on, bro, you got it.
God. So I'm gonna read this Isaiah 44 and starting in verse 3. It says, "For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty." Okay, and what is Jake thirsty for? The truth, for answers.
Right. Romans
Jake-
11 chapter.
Right, Romans the 11th chapter. And brother, you got a precept? You'll bring out that Romans 11 and 7 real quick. Romans the 11th chapter, man. Our people are looking for the answer. Now, through prophecy, we understand that 2/3 of our people are not going to find it.
Right.
Whoever, whatever.
I got it. Romans 11 and 7, it reads, "What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for."
Right. Israel, you so-called, God said it over and over. For our people, man. Cause they are real selective in their hearing.
Right.
They hear one thing the next minute, then they hear a cuss word, everything before that, they forget it.
Right.
So, right. The Israelites have not obtained that which they are seeking for. You so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans are looking for the answers. Why do you think our people out there on them streets talking about no justice, no peace?
Right.
No justice, no peace. Our people are out there preaching. Why? Because they looking for that truth, man. What is going to be the solution to our problems? It's right here in the Bible.
Right.
But Israel have not obtained which they are seeking for, and they seek it hard too.
Right.
That's why you see our people filling up the Harlot House,
Right.
the so-called church house,
Muslims.
filling up the mosque,
Right.
all right, even getting into Buddha.
Right.
Our people looking for the truth so hard, they going to get palm reading signs, man.
Even niggas that can't join these so-called fucking gangs, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the gangs of disciples, bro. They supposed to be righteous and go off the scriptures, man. But that's just Jake empty looking for something, man.
Right.
So they gravitate to that, man.
Go ahead.
Right, this is on the better brother real fast. This Lamentation 2:19, it says, "Arise, cry out in the night." And the night is talking about our captivity, man.
Right.
And the prophets are crying out in the night.
All right.
Right? It says, "In the beginning of the watches, pour out thine heart like water before the face of the Lord. Lift up thy hands towards him for the life of the young children that faint for hunger in the top of every street." And that's Jake, man.
Right.
Jake is faint for hunger. Hungry for what? The truth, man. Understanding, knowledge. Who am I? What am I? What should I do?
Right.
Okay? What's the solution, man? But hey, as the brother about to go into, Romans 11 chapter, it's only for the elect, man. Okay, 2/3 have been blinded, man. All right. Yahweh Shai had told the disciples, he says, "In them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, man." Which say they got eyes, but they can't see, ear, they can't hear, man. Unless they hear and he healed them, but they ain't gonna hear it, man. Because it's written for them not to hear. So you got it, brother.
I got it. So it's Jeremiah 6 and 16. It says, "Thus said Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see, ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein."
Right. It's not asking you
Right.
where it's over, it's telling you.
Right.
Right.
The old past, man. Go ahead, brother.
Right.
It says, "And ye shall find rest for your souls." This is the rest, the comfort, right here. But our people, they looking towards other alternatives, man.
Right.
Whether it be other doctrines, philosophies, whether it be fucking drugs, alcohol.
Right.
Jake wanna run into women and shit, thinking that's gonna find rest and comfort. Shit.
Right.
Hey, this is it right here, man. It says, to finish it out, what they said, we will not walk therein.
Jake like a chicken with his head cut off right now, because Jake actually feel like they got Esau against the ropes right now. Okay, with all this Black Lives Matter shit and all this rioting that they doing, they trying to figure out a plan. Okay, is it gonna be reparations? Is it gonna be black politics? You know what I'm saying? What is it gonna be? All right. But this is the only thing that they got the answers right here, man. Esau got to be taken completely and wholly out of power, man. All right, and not by the likes of a carnal nigga, okay, or a revolt, man. You know, it's gonna be through Yahweh Shah,
Right.
man, saving his very elect. You know, because that's what Jake is talking about right now. Whether they're gonna vote for Biden or they ain't gonna vote at all. All right, and they want to get they 40 acres and a mule, man. All right, it ain't gonna happen, man. You know.
Quick precept. It's concerning how our people are looking for the truth. This is Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 8. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their going. So far as judgment goes, there is no right and wrong. There is no set standard in the so-called black community, man. Because you have Jake doing each and everything in the so-called black community, but come under the unity in the banner of equality when it comes to an Edomite shooting down another so-called black man. That's the only thing they have in common. But when it comes to the nation having a standard of right and wrong and judgment, they don't have one, man.
Right. Come, can you read it again, Doc?
Yup.
Hold on. Did you finish it out?
No, I didn't finish it out.
Okay.
I got like three precepts.
Come.
This is Isaiah chapter 59 and 8. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. So in their goings, they don't have no standard, man, of right and wrong, man. That's why Jake into each and everything under the sun, man.
Right.
The scriptures talking about under every green tree, man. That's why you Jakes are not successful. Continue on in verse 9. It says, therefore in Salakia, it says in verse 8, they have made them crooked paths.
Right. Crooked paths. Black culture.
Right.
That's a crooked path, man. Or you going into Islam, whatever y'all going into. Those are not the paths of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. As the brother read, the old way. Walk you therein. But if you say you don't want to go the way of the Lord, that's all boring following God.
Right.
God too strict, he too grievous, and he want too much.
Right.
But this so-called white man, he giving me liberty, freedom. I can fulfill the lust of my flesh without feeling any consequences, man. Okay, or without fearing any type of judgment. Those are the crooked paths that our people have chosen, man. Right, go ahead, brother.
Right. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. So you going into these different philosophies, these different doctrines, these different teachings. That's why you niggas are still going through the horrible conditions you're going through, man. The scriptures say you will not have peace amongst these other different philosophies, man. Right. Going on to the next verse, it says, therefore is judgment far from us, neither do it justice overtake us. So that's why you have no justice. Right. You're crying to your lover, the so-called white man, the Edomite, for justice. He not giving it to you, man. Because he wasn't set and prophesied to give it to you according to the Most High's will, man. The Most High is the only one through his son, Yahweh Shah, can bring peace and judgment and justice to our nation, man. But you 2/3 will not receive that here in this time we living in. Ultimately, we know that all Israel will be saved, but there's no justice coming for 2/3 of our people that do not obey the word, because they choosing each and every way under the sun except for the right way, man.
Right.
It says, we wait for light, but behold obscurity, for brightness, but we walk in darkness. So that goes into Jake looking for the truth. But all they find is these lies in amongst these different philosophies, man. Amongst worshiping these other gods, man. Even Nick Cannon, man. All right. He claimed to be a Hebrew Israelite, but he was in darkness, man.
Right.
He didn't know no truth. He didn't know the 100% truth, the whole truth, man.
Right.
That makes us free. That's why he cowered and tucked tail when the so-called white man told him he's fired and he gonna take away all his goodies, man.
Right.
I saw a thumbnail of him sitting up talking to a case. I hope that was Photoshop, bro. And then he didn't immediately run
Well, that's what they saying he gonna do. He gonna go.
They got a thumbnail on it already. Up
Right,
the brothers
okay.
had it on the
He's
on the
supposed to.
group chat. But I was like, man, I know, bro, you ain't supposed to see like the brother was saying. He didn't know nothing. He finna sit there and get confounded by the goddamn hook nosed Jew, man.
Wow.
But he should be slicing and dicing and cutting his ass up, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? God damn it, bro.
Right. Just the last verse, Isaiah 59:10. It says, "We grope for the wall like the blind, and we grope as if we had no eyes. We stumble at noonday as in the night." So just going into our people groping. What is groping? Searching. Our people are out here searching, all right? Like a blind man. Our people looking for the truth, but they don't have no understanding,
Right.
man. Okay, like a blind man at noonday. Noonday is when the sun is the highest in the sky.
Right.
What the sun in its proper context, okay, in the scriptures, when they speak about the sun, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Right.
So when this wisdom is the highest peak that it's ever been, because the truth was nowhere to be found when we was in slavery, but now the truth is at its highest peak. It's being preached on the four corners of the earth, and our people still looking for the truth and can't find it, man. Why? Because 2/3 were prophesied not to find it. That goes back to Romans the 11th chapter. Michael Shah, if you could, Elder Brother could finish that out.
Okay, con. Romans 11:7 reads, "What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blind."
Right. So there's there's elect of the nation of Israel that's going to find the truth, man. That's going to believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay, what's another word for believe? Have faith. Trust in the words, man. And it's only set up for the elect. So we, as being part of that call, because we have been called to what? Hear the word and also go out here and preach it. We have a good chance of being part of that elect, okay? That gets what? Elected to receive the word, and through the word, receive the kingdom, man. Because little do our people know, this is the answers to each and every one of your complaints, okay? Each answer to every one of your problems, man.
Right.
But what? Our people are not going to find it, but the elect of the Israelites are going to find it. That's why you see brothers out here with full faith going out there on the highways and the byways, even through amongst all the tribulation, all the world with its hate that it brings to us for just preaching the word. Brothers still going out there. Why? Because that's the power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. That's that prophecy of what? The Most High pouring out that water in that spirit upon the Israelites, man. This shows the power in the Bible, man. In the power in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. The Quran, like the brother was speaking about earlier, these different jakes in believing in the Muslim doctrine, believing in the Quran. The Quran don't have no prophecies, man. All right, that tell you what's going to be happening in these end times, man.
Not one.
Not one, man. That's why the scriptures say about Bishop, this will be the last one. If a brother will bring out Isaiah 30 where it said none should want her mate.
I got you, brother, bro.
Okay.
It's Isaiah 30. Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
Right. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read, man. The book of the Lord is the Bible.
Right.
Okay. And when it says read, it's not just saying pick the book
Right,
up.
right.
All right.
Revelation.
Right. And wipe the dust off of it.
Right.
Pick it up and read it. When we go to the book of Romans, the 10th chapter, it said you need a preacher to break things down to you, man. Because these are mysteries, man. Hard to be understood. The head apostle of the church, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, said Paul's letters was very weighty. And those that are unlearned, they wrestle with them, man. Meaning they twist them up.
Right.
So if you try to go into this Bible without being taught by a man of the Lord, which we say this through faith, the Most High is dealing with great millstone, starting with our apostles, okay, and on down to the elders and the elder brothers, man, on down to the young ones, man. The Most High has poured out his truth upon great millstone, man, okay? So people out there won't get confused of what a man of the Lord is. The Most High has given his 100% truth to Great Millstone, man, who give it to you clear cut and unfiltered, man,
Right.
and not swayed, okay, by men's and women's opinions, man, like these other Hebrew Israelites are, man, like the IUIC, the ISUPK. They switched and turned the doctrine just to cater to feelings.
Right. You got
It's
it's like, but yeah, you got the IUIC. They openly deny the name of the Lord. Openly, bro. So there's a distinction being made in these last days, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Bishop Nate of the IUIC is a damn joke. He's a damn joke, man. Guy, he can't ha, still calling us bombs.
He made it on Instagram.
Like, yeah, still calling us poor. But
Right.
don't the scripture say that the Lord had chosen the poor to
Come.
Christian faith?
Come.
Lord said, if you mock the Pope, then you mock your maker.
Wow.
But these guys so into the scripture, so into the law, they can't even follow the basic scriptures, man.
Right.
Y'all teaching y'all congregation that they will obtain salvation through keeping the law, man. Instead of having faith in Yahweh Shai and trying to keep the commandments to the best of your ability, but ultimately it's faith in Yahweh Shai. They don't even teach that. I never heard them once, all right? In all my time watching IUIC, I never heard them say, keep your faith in the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Or they didn't even say Jesus Christ. Not one time. It's always, brother, the law, brother, sister, we address it. Look, she don't know nothing about Israel, man.
Let me tell you about that. Come on.
Or the law. Brother, we friends is that they got a damn do-rag on, a black and mild, second his pants. He don't know nothing about the Lord, man.
Right.
But y'all condemning them already. Look, bro, I believe that y'all the wicked scribes and Pharisees, man.
For sure.
Y'all, you know, bro, y'all are traveling sea and land to make one proselyte
Right.
and making a twofold child of hell to yourselves, man.
Right.
Got these guys bugged out screaming at the apostle heart
Right.
on the comment board. Don't know a damn thing, man.
Right.
But a distinction is being made, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
Right, and that's the whole thing. When you read and you get understanding, and you go through these different accounts in the scriptures, you identify who is who, man.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Which camp is which camp? You know what I'm saying? You understand who these heathen are? You know, Esau's role in this whole thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Apostle Tahar always compare Donald Trump to Nero. You know shit like that. You know, they just the more knowledge and wisdom you get, man, you start to understand everything, man. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High will give that to you, man. You know what I'm saying? You see these carnal camps that go out here to gun ranges and shit like that. They're the same ones that was trying to do revolts back in the ancient days, man. You know, right, the zealots, man. It's clear, man. You know, and if you can't see it, you know, you just think a lot, man. You know?
Right. They got them certain characteristics, man.
Right.
Because Nick got that Caiaphas spirit, man.
Yep.
He got that Caiaphas spirit like a mug, man.
Ooh.
I'm like, this guy is so caught up in his money and
Oh.
you know, the thing he got amongst his so-called congregation, man. Dude call us a black bomb Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
Bro, we don't identify as black.
Right.
But why are you calling us black bomb Hebrew Israelites, man? That means he got a personal hatred for the apostles on down, man.
Really, there's some bitchy emotions.
Really, yeah.
Right. When you see him like raging out and shit,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That go back to the scriptures, man.
Right.
You know, the wicked scribes, Pharisees,
Right.
wearing their garments and shit. That was him, man. How you can't see yourself,
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying, but the Most High cold, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was me, bro.
Right, hey, bro, they had beat the apostle teaching name of Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
They said, look, don't bring his name up because y'all making us get to his blood by even mentioning his name, bro.
Right.
And some of you guys in IUIC, y'all believe in Yahweh Shai,
Huh.
okay, the name.
Huh.
But because of the fear of the congregation and your heads, y'all don't make mention of him, man.
Right.
Just like Shakia did. Right, Shakia said,
Right.
he said, I believe the name with Yahweh Shai, but because, you know, we made an agreement not to say that name, I ain't say it.
Woo!
So that means that you knew better, but you didn't do better, man. And you denied the Lord at that time, man.
Right.
So you guys are denying Yahweh Shai because of the love of men and praise of the congregation, man. That's going to be the downfall of you and your family, man.
Right. And that's easier for Jake, you know, the Most High, then they gonna be right along with us. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That song, that reminds me of the damn Nicolations, man, Revelations.
Right.
Which is they intentional trying to make Jake go off, man. Intentionally, man. That's what these niggas is doing, man. Man, bro, it's gonna be a heavy price to pay for that.
Right.
Goddamn, man. I mean, the Apostle Hall said he was got wind of some of the high ups over there, man. It's shaky over there, man. Cause they know the name, bro.
Right.
They know that's the name, bro. And they gonna get them tired. That's been the Apostle Hall been prophesying that for years. Man, niggas better get away from them niggas, man. They better get away from them niggas, man.
It's cold.
Yeah, straight up, man. These are different days. Don't you see the time frames the Most High is working in, bro? The eons, bro. He working in, bro. Bro, one shit. Earthquakes, famines.
Right.
Then next thing you know, motherfuckers getting killed. Now the fucking coronavirus,
Right.
mask. You know what I'm saying, bro? Wait for 30 days from now and see what other shit the Most High gonna implement in this motherfucker, man. Hey man, this ain't the smooth sailing is over with, man. It's time to pay the piper, man. Okay? It's time to pay the piper. You better come back to your power and your nationality, and you better get your shit together, man. Okay? But it's only for the elect. You know what I'm saying?
For that brother Paul Gone, you know, this is Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thou getting, get understanding. Because the brother was going into reading, you know what I'm saying? How Jake be reading. You know, I'm pretty sure Nick Cannon read a lot of stuff, man. You know, he's supposedly graduated from Howard University, you know what I'm saying? Which he probably paid to get that shit. But you know what I'm saying? He read and he's studying, but he has no understanding, man. You know, so you can regurgitate all these things, but you really don't know what the hell you're talking about, man. Like he was going into melanin and it ain't got nothing to do with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake behaved the way that they behave because that's the spirit that the Most High put in them, man. That's the spirit of the children of the Most High, man. Ain't got nothing to do with melanin, man. Okay, because all Israelites don't look like don't look like Shaft, man.
Right.
All right.
Right. Blue Ross.
Right. Hey,
Hey, nigga had a
Very
very goddamn head,
right,
man.
you
You
got-
know the nigga out there went all the way right, man.
Right.
hey, it's funny that Jake used the same talking point. We black, we beautiful, we can sing,
Right.
da 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 da.
Right.
The same fucking talking points. But can niggas repent?
Man.
How about that, man?
It's just a part of the Jake.
Yeah, bro.
It's a
Same
part
talking
of
point, man. This nigga, Professor Grip talking about Series the Stars, man. A Series
Ooh,
the
the dog star.
Stars. Like,
Right.
talking about stuff. Talking about I draw my energy from.
Woo.
Nigga, you bug that.
Bug all around.
it.
An old clean shaved Negro, man.
Right.
The same ass African talking points. Man, shut that down, bro.
Right.
Come on, man.
With makeup on and shit.
That damn African doctrine. I got Jake on the damn street corner talking about the Homo sapien sapien
Yeah, man.
and the goddamn
The black woman.
a pineal gland, all right, the chakra, okay, astral projection,
Right.
all this madness,
Right
man.
the hell out.
Okay,
Right.
the CN2 genes.
Shapeshifters.
You've gone too far.
Right.
Right, reptilians.
Right.
Bro.
He went into that shit one time, like, man, God damn.
Please stop.
Man, Jake was teaching that Jake was teaching that the man can breastfeed the baby. Man.
Woo!
I remember that shit, bro.
Right.
He said that the man can breastfeed the baby, bro. That is some high level demon witchcraft, man.
Right, bro.
But that's the spirit of Ham. Ham, look, but you read the scriptures, bro. Every law that we got, Ham broke it. Ham was having sex with their mama, their daddy, their sister, their uncle. Ham didn't care, bro. Drinking blood.
Yeah.
Hey, don't let young Pharaoh hear you talk like that.
Okay.
Ham going down.
Ham on Ham.
Jake think they some goddamn
Yeah, they
ham.
Ham, bro.
In 2020, Jake think this goddamn
But Jake's so confused, they believe that they Israelites and they believe
Woo!
that.
Right.
How the fuck you gonna be both, bro?
Right.
One had the other in captivity. So how the hell are you both, man?
Right,
You know?
right. And just to flock, brother.
Yeah.
Remember the thing this nigga young Pharaoh. You are giving yourself a title of your oppressor.
Right.
People who dumbass nigga.
Right.
But that's how, hey bro, that's how gone Jake is, bro.
That is, damn, that's cold.
That nigga got a following now.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
nigga got a big ass following. That's because he support Donald Trump and shit. You know, so he got Edomites on his channel.
Right. He on there doing the doing the Watusi buck ass. Now, if
Right,
we don't like that ain't no
right,
good, but if you down for calling help, come on,
Right,
man,
right. Right.
Hey, I remember nigga first came on and get back to your brother, nigga that had on the wood beads and shit. Look at him now, bro. He gold. Dog.
Right,
Man, man.
right.
Niggas ain't
Right.
serious, man.
You know.
What about what you niggas at that, man? Fact, high voice, bitch, nigga, go ahead, bro.
Right. Emotion.
Right, bro.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 12. And furthermore, by these my son be admonished, meaning warned. Admonished meaning warned. Of making many books, there is no end.
Oh,
And much study is a weariness of the flesh.
Right. Guys on the corner talking about a 65-million-year-old pyramid.
oh boy.
Ain't got shit to do with nothing, bro.
Billion.
Talking about some Homo sapien. Talking about some germs coming, you know what I'm saying, turning into man.
Right.
Oh,
Man.
this guy called himself the God Killer. He bugged the
Bugged out, bro.
This Jay talking like this, bro.
That nigga
But
bugged
Jay,
out, bro.
This Jay.
bro, he deeply about my bro. He's so bugged out of his mind, bro. He think he's just so right, bro.
Right.
But he's lost.
Right.
He believes in evolution, man. He lost his
Right,
head
right.
to myself. On the caves in Africa, you got beasts on the wall. Big hairy beasts. Our ancestors said that we came from big hairy beasts. That's evolution. Well, y'all niggas are gone.
That sound like some nigga. I saw a nigga say it came from the monkeys.
Right, the monkeys, bro. What's his name?
Reggie.
Reggie, man.
I think that's a tip.
Yeah, a tip, bro, that nigga had a big ass book full of so-called Homo sapiens, man.
Right.
Talking about some other black woman. You see, this is the chief of the Homo sapiens. Her right here.
Right.
So if the black woman is God,
That
then
makes you a monkey.
okay, so what's the monkey then? Y'all crazy now, some monkey shit, bro.
The first person ever created was a woman.
A woman. Yeah, she was asexual. The hell out of here, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Chromosome split.
Right. Madness.
Sheesh.
The black woman God because she can make babies. What about the Asian woman
Right.
or the white woman?
Right.
Right. They all make babies.
It's through, bro.
She did the first one.
Shit, a dog can make a baby.
Right.
Dog, right.
Dog have no kids. Animal have,
Right.
they reproduce.
Right.
So because the dog got a reproductive organ that they got too,
Right.
get the hell out of here, man.
Right.
Oh, but see the black woman, hers is it's glorious, but she got the possible gland,
Right.
right? She can, you know what I'm saying? She can do what other nations can't do.
Right.
Like what? Abort her kids?
Right.
Ooh, at a astronomical
Right.
rate.
Right.
She's in the lead of that.
Priest of it. This
Yeah.
Revelation.
Yeah.
It's Revelation 1:3. Blessed is he that readeth and that heareth the words of this prophecy. So as the elder brother like to go into all the time, this word read it is not just, as I was saying earlier, just picking up the word of the Most High and just reading it from, like the brother said, from Genesis to Revelation, man. You have to read with understanding.
Right.
What's it? Oskonosko,
Right.
which
You
is
understand.
reading with understanding. Where does the understanding come from? Ultimately, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem
That's
Yahushua.
right. That's right.
He's put that understanding upon men
Right.
to teach other men, okay, and women, but mainly men.
Right.
The house of the Most High are men, okay. That's how a nation is being. That's how a nation is built and sustained, man. The Most High is building up the house and tabernacle of David, man.
Right.
Okay, with the mighty men. The mighty men of today are the prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and they are mighty through swinging the sword, which is the word, man.
Right.
And this is what is making Esau not being able to sleep at night, making him put up all types of different reality TV shows and talk show hosts and different platforms that's speaking against the Hebrew Israelites, man. He's trying to concoct some idea to stop the reign of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. Which Israel, us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to be joint heirs in that kingdom, man.
Right.
He fighting tooth and nail for that. But here the point is reading with understanding, okay? And it says, and they that hear the words of the prophecy of this book. See, that's what separates these scriptures, the word of the Heavenly Father, from other books, man.
Right.
Prophecy. Prophecy is what? Say before. The Most High has words in his Bible that was written down thousands and thousands years ago. That's happening in this time, man.
Right.
That's power, man. And why has the Most High done this? To show exactly that, his power. So you won't give credit to Allah.
Right.
You won't give credit to Jesus.
Right.
That's why we push it. That's why it's very important to push those names, man.
Right.
IUIC,
Right.
what God are you coming in? Who is doing these things? Jesus is not doing these things, man.
At all.
The Most High in Christ blessed is not doing this, man.
At all.
Right.
When you say those names, what do you think about? Edomites, man.
Right.
Stop playing games, man. What's that?
Christ bless.
What's that in Jeremiah when it said, I basically told you these prophecies so you won't give credit to Molech and I'll find it, but let me finish this.
Right. Real fast, brother.
Mhm.
Hey, I remember the Apostle Hart has asked Shaka Utmost about prophecies in Egypt. He said, yeah, it's prophecies in Egypt. We are prophesied about some stars coming. I said, what? He said, we prophesied about some more stars gonna come in the sky. Nigga, the heavens been in heavens since they've been made,
It's
man.
infinite.
Right.
Infinite, bro.
Right.
But Egypt prophesied about some more stars coming.
Right.
Man, that shit was so
Right.
low level and basic, man. Just trying to, a backdoor and say, Egypt do got some prophecies and Egypt, they can see the future, da. Man, get the hell out of here, man.
Right.
Shook the almost there, ran off the block plenty of times.
Plenty of time. Even though old Hashal cut that man up.
Right.
I'm like, God damn,
Right.
you go home and sit down somewhere.
Right. Then he did a whole. This dude did a. See, that's what I'm saying. These guys are coming against this truth, but then they want to do whole breakdowns on the truth. Cause Shaka almost did a whole damn breakdown on being a Hebrew Israelite. All right, and talking about you Christians, man. All right, going in on a black church. Okay. So.
I found the precept that I was referring to. It's Isaiah chapter 48 and verse 5. It says, I have even from the beginning declared it to thee. Before it came to pass, I showed it thee. What is that? Before it come to pass, I showed. That's prophecy, man. It says, lest thou shouldest say, mine idol have done them.
Right.
And my graven image and my molten image have commanded them. So the Most High want full credit for what's happening on the earth today, man. The Israelites waking up. Who prophesied of that? The Most High had that written for the world in his plans, man. Because the Most High governed the world in the palm of his hand, man. Not Allah, not Buddha, not the white man. All right? Now the so-called white man, he a god now. Whatever he say go. No, man. Who controls Esau, the so-called white man? The Most High do, man. So everything that's going on, the Most High is doing it. It says, if there's evil in the city, have the Most High not done it?
Right. Of course he has.
The Most High is doing everything,
Right,
man.
bro.
When you watch a movie, let's say, if you watch the Avengers, when the credits roll, who is the first person that gets the credit for the whole movie? The executive director, man.
Right.
The Most High is the executive director, and all of us on earth are nothing but pawns on the chessboard, man.
Right.
Right. And even though you have like the lead actors and all that shit, if you disrespect the director, man, your ass
Not
even in that damn movie. You know what I'm saying?
God. In the Greek, theos, man. That's where you get the word theater from, man. Right. Because the Most High love action and theatrics, man. He ain't even turned up the heat yet, man. His man is barely simmering. It's bad, but it's simmering. It's simmering.
Right.
And man, when it starts to boil, man, oh boy.
Right. Right. And you got Jake getting shooken up. Mainly talking about Nick Cannon. He got shook up by what the so-called white man can do to him.
Right.
The Most High power is way more terrible than a puny ass based white man, man. If Esau to fuck him, man.
Right.
Because Yahweh is deemed the king of terrors, man.
Right.
It's nothing the white so-called white man can do to you that the Most High can't do times a infinite number, man. All right. So, like the scripture said, we don't fear what man can do to us, but what the Most High can do to us on this earth and in the spirit realm, man.
Right.
That's the real fear. So the point I was making is seek ye out of the book of the Lord, man. And the men of great millstone is giving the Israelites the true understanding about this. If you had that Isaiah 34, you can just finish that out real quick. I'll be done.
Real quick, man. It made me think about Isaac, man. Okay, Isaac knew the Most High. He knew the Most High in the ways. He knew the Most High. We had to control the issues of death.
Mhm.
So when he was, commanded to do what they told him to do, he didn't have no fear. Nick Cannon is far from that, man, because if he didn't understand, like the brother said, he would have, like he got this, that, I see the thunder. I hope that ain't real, bro. You know what I'm saying? But if it is, what he should have did is got one of them high priests and drug him in the deep waters, man.
Right.
Okay? And cut him in half, man. But he don't have that faith and understanding and know what's going on, man.
Right.
Okay? He feel the man that can kill the body, man. Okay? So he don't feel the man that the power that control the body and soul, man.
Mhm.
Hey, poor fool.
Right,
Poor
poor
man.
fool.
Yeah, but he might be dead this time next.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't, even though he wanted in full truth, but he didn't acknowledge the truth and back away from it, man.
Right.
So the Most High gonna back away from you, man.
Right.
The nigga already got sickle cell, man. So
Right.
you damn out of there, nigga.
You gotta think this guy Nick Cannon came up under Nickelodeon, man, as a child. So Esau been, you know what I'm saying, putting his little strings on him and shit, and already got him bugged out. I know that I can tell that Jake, he done been molested and all kind of shit, man. You know, so he real wonky, man. It can take anything for Esau to bug that nigga out, man. You know?
Right. I got a quick one on the point that the elder was making. It's Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 24. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High,
Right.
than to enjoy the pleasure of sin for a season.
Right.
Showing you Nick Cannon didn't have no faith in these words, man.
Right.
Didn't trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Right.
Because if he did, he would have followed the example of our forefather Moses, man.
Right.
They did not choose to have the pleasure of Egypt for a short season, man.
Right.
Esau about to be destroyed. What it look like us selling out, man?
Right.
America is about to be bombarded by 200 million missiles, man. If you had any understanding, you would have told Esau to hell with his riches, man. All right? But you didn't have no faith, man. All right? You've been exposed, man. Of being a fraud, man.
Right.
An imitator. Here it is, you standing up on a podcast acting as if you the poster child for Hebrew Israelites, man.
With a turban on your head.
And you done fucking sold out, man.
Right.
You done turned your back and did a whole apology, man.
Right.
So you can get your rollback on Walling Out.
Right.
So you could go on stage and act like a goddamn fool, man.
Right.
He begged for it. He begged. He said, "Can you please let me keep falling out?"
Right. He said, I'm deeply hurt to the core. Boy, you a hoe, boy.
Right, and you started that shit, you know, which goes to show you, you know what I'm saying, Deuteronomy 28 ain't no joke, bro. You know what I'm saying? You jakes think that y'all creators and y'all own shit. Y'all don't run. How the fuck you get fired from your own show?
Right.
You created that goddamn show.
Right.
You know, but when the Amalekite pushed that button, hey man, get this nigga the fuck up out of here.
Right.
Because he got that shit written somewhere in the bottom of that contract. Okay, at any moment he can remove your ass,
Ain't
man.
gonna have another nigga to take this.
Right. Have another-
They got,
up.
what's his name? Orion Seacrest to replace it.
Yeah.
I saw that. I'm not sure it is.
I
They posted
that
that.
shit, though.
Orion Seacrest. So,
I already had a crop on deck.
Right.
Ready to go and done something.
That's crazy.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like, there's a couple more verses. Is it Hebrews 11 and 26? Esteeming the reproach of Hamashiach greater riches than the treasure in Egypt. So Moses held the value of the truth of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua more valuable than what Pharaoh and the Egyptian empire could ever give him, man. This truth is more precious and more valuable than anything in this world, man. gold, silver, a goddamn mansion in California, man.
Right.
Okay? Some nasty thought holes on Wallet out, man.
Right.
You know,
right.
you know you missed them dots, man.
I
That's why
was
you
married to one, Mariah Carey.
Ooh, the biggest whore.
Right. So Jada Pinkett, you ain't by yourself.
right.
Right. Because Mariah Carey almost had a billionaire Edomite, but she fucked up.
Man,
Kept talking shit.
my bad.
You good, huh?
My bad. But in the kingdom, we gonna have nice, clean women.
Right.
Good.
Mm.
Good clean
Like,
women.
who that was? Coming to America.
Right.
That person said that she gonna go to, I guess you're a good woman, go to the church, go to this event, this Black awareness event.
Yeah.
They got good clean women. Good clean women. But the kingdom of heaven, but hey, it's gonna be something that we can't even fathom.
Right.
Of good, clean, pure, all right, all natural, man.
Right.
Whoa.
In order, quiet.
Woo!
Right.
No butt implants, no eyelashes, no tattoos on their
Please,
face,
please.
Nice.
no breast implants, man. No
Right.
balled up stomach from a goddamn C-section.
Right.
Man, but they
Whoa.
gonna be tucking their stomach and they
War wounds.
Oh, they put the little bag in front of
a
this shit.
little bag in front of her, man.
Come on, nigga.
Feet all beat up, man. This is terrible, dog.
This
We in
is
the kingdom of
terrible.
heaven. We in the
Alright,
kingdom of heaven, man.
Alright,
You know, you gotta go.
And Moses, he's seen it, man. The
Right.
Most High showed him glimpses of the kingdom, man. And he esteemed that more than what Pharaoh could give him, man.
Alright.
All Pharaoh had to do was bow the knee. He said, "Look, I'm a child of Pharaoh, man.
God, you the
I
man.
don't give a fuck about
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
And he got everything. He's
Everything, right? Straight up.
In the flesh, for a season though. That's the point.
God.
Because what happened after that? If Moses wasn't gonna do it, Egypt was still gonna be destroyed. But it was set up for Moses to do it, man.
Right.
But Egypt will be destroyed anyways, man. Just because you sold out don't mean that's gonna stop the Most High from destroying America, man.
God. Have you not read about the plagues of Egypt that are promised to come to America, man? Okay. Frogs, locusts, diverse flies, snow. You know what I'm saying? Crazy weather, man.
Right. Tempest.
Water's turning to blood, right, man? Man, come on, man. Y'all playing.
Right, man. The Lord had showed Moses the end, man. He
Right.
showed him Jesus. He said, "Look, I showed him the secrets of time. The end of verse showed him the beginning. How we got Genesis,
Right.
and it showed him the end, man. Moses knew all these things, bro.
Right.
So for him to try to sit there and try to compare that to Egypt, hell no,
Right.
Right.
hell no,
Ain't no
bro.
comparison.
Ain't no comparison, man. Because he knew the end game.
Right.
That eventually we gonna be on fucking top, man. And that's what we talking about right now.
God.
Us rising up as a people, us eventually establishing righteousness in the planet Earth, man.
God.
This is what Yahweh Shah coming to do for us. This is what we yearning for, man.
God.
Because this ain't living, man.
Right. That's why we stand bold, storm with our apostles and nails on down. That's why we're able to stand bold in the face of our enemies, man. Because we know the end game, man. It's been revealed to us right here, man. And we have faith in it, man.
Right.
So give it your best shot, man. You will lose, man.
Right.
We have no fear, man.
Right.
That's what Esau's scared of, man. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Is he Hebrews? Shit. Now we know we can get some of these niggas, but the real ones that's made a covenant with our power, we're not gonna be able to shake them. And they know, but they know these, at least they know these scriptures, man.
Right.
They know about the elect raising up a power and catching record this bitch, man. They know about it, but they're not worried about you fucking niggas, man. They worried about the elect, man. And Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man, which is right around the corner, baby. Go ahead, man.
God. This is Hebrews 11:26. It says, esteeming the riches of Hamashiach greater, Salakia. Let me slow down. This Hebrews 11:26. Esteeming the reproach of Hamashiach greater than the treasure in Egypt. And what do people do until this very day? They reproach us for believing in Yahweh Shah. But we'll take that.
God,
Why? Because we have faith.
God,
It's all done through the gift of faith. If you don't have faith, and faith is a gift.
God,
If you wasn't gifted with faith, then you gonna sell out.
right,
Then you gonna tuck tail and submit to the so-called white man.
right. You gonna fall, right?
You gonna fall. You gonna be a coward. You're not gonna have fortitude. You're not gonna be a man
Right.
if you do not have faith. Because if you would have counted the cost, and it's not just going for Nick Cannon, but Deshaun Jackson, and all these other celebrities that claimed that they was Hebrew Israelites and then renounced it because their goodies would be taken. All you just basic average Joe Israelites that the Most High called into this word, all right, but you forsook it,
Right.
because you didn't have faith, man. All right. Reproach comes with the territory. Didn't you not read Acts 14 and 22? Through much tribulation we should enter into the kingdom. But Jake think this a fad. Jake think that this is the next thing to be a part of. Like, man, bro, did you know it was Hebrew Israelites? White people are called Caucasian. Caucasian goes back to cave dweller. White people came from the cave. Damn, bro, you deep.
You deep, bro.
Our people just want a deep moment, man.
Right.
This is not some barbershop knowledge, okay?
Right, and slightly, but it said that Apollo said that Moses chose the servant of Yahweh Shai over the riches of Egypt, man. Which you guys, Nick Cannon, didn't want to do. Y'all didn't want to suffer for Yahweh Shai's sake, man.
Right.
But y'all chose the riches of spiritually Egypt
Mm-hmm.
over the riches that Yahweh Shai has to offer, man. This temporary BS, man.
Right.
Transgenders, you got, bro, it's a transgender alien, bro. No, he said he's a transgender dragon. What the,
He mastered them.
what is a transgender dragon, man? He got a split, look, his tongue split, his,
I seen that. That's what he said. I saw the picture. I couldn't.
He said
That's him.
he said he's a transgender dragon, man.
Look like a goddamn demon, bro.
But this is what Jake want, man.
Right.
All right, got Stephen A. Smith calling out Dwayne Wade's son, brought on First Take. His cool, that boy. I guess the Lord sent Michael Archangel to get him, man. Get that nigga, man. Send Michael to get that nigga, man.
God.
Please send Michael to get him.
God, don't get it.
He called Dwayne Wade's son his daughter.
He said, and Dwayne Wade's daughter, Zaya.
Went
I said, what the fuck she doing?
Went from Zion to Zion.
Bro, tripping, bro.
Right.
But see, that's a cool ass nigga. Max Kellerman didn't even say that, bro. Max Kellerman be standing up for Jake more than Stephen A. standing up for Jake, bro.
Yeah,
I think
that's true. That's true.
I think Max Jake, bro.
And even T.O. called him out. He had said, what T.O. told Stephen A. He said, man, Max is more black than you. And then Stephen A. got upset. Hold up now. Don't be questioning my black guy. Man, nigga, shut your whole ass up,
Cool
man.
ass nigga.
Cooler than before.
Right, man.
Tripping, bro.
Buck dancing ass nigga, man.
Right.
Yeah, he gonna compare gay oppression to black oppression. He gonna say any oppression is equal to our oppression.
Right.
Gays and women. Really, bro? Homosexuals compared to what the hell we go through, man.
Right.
Women, bro, talking some women's suffrage, bro. What the hell wrong with this guy, man?
Right.
But see, Esau got him though, bro.
Got him.
Got him out of the nutsack.
Hey, that's the same bullshit. Cannon was before he put out this last apology tweet. He put out another one telling about he's looking forward to the chance to sit down with the Jewish community so they can educate him on the Holocaust and the tremendous atrocities. Bro, ain't no bigger Holocaust than that happened to Jake, man. The transatlantic slave trade, and they slaughtering Jake to this very fucking day, man. You coon ass niggas, man. The Holocaust, fucking Jewish Holocaust, man. Okay, that shit was fake any fucking way, man. Okay, the transatlantic slave trade, man. You crackers gonna pay for that. Anyway, no problem. They trying to, they do their best to try to hide everything, man. Look, it's wide open now, man. Okay, the truth didn't really sell like the brother was saying. You was speaking at the beginning, you brought it out, man. It's been doubled up overnight, man.
Right.
The truth is doubled up overnight, man, and it was already on the four corners, man. Like the brother said, we got brothers in Belgium, man, in Germany, Australia.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bringing it out in tongues, man.
Right.
Come on, man.
And you mentioned the transatlantic slave trade. You know what I'm saying? That shit we went through. Even that, Esau tried to fucking go back in the history books and schools and try to whitewash that shit, bro.
Right.
Immigrants.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, the truth of Yahweh Shai is going out regardless, bro.
Gone.
Until the Most High dignity to where the word is the family of the word is gonna be out, bro.
Gone.
You know what I'm saying? You devil's gonna be exposed, man.
Gone. All exposed. All exposed. Remember that old picture like Marilyn Monroe? She was standing on top of the thing and the booty straight up to the booty. You see your booty. Esau.
Right.
Right.
We see you booted, man. And you looking bad, man.
Right.
Skirt is beneficial.
Right, because like Jake is happy and proud that Esau is taking down all these Confederate statues and statues of slave owners and all that shit, man. That ain't gonna relinquish Esau of his
Right.
judgment, man.
Right.
You know, what does that do anyway? All that do is make Esau feel even less guilty about the shit that he did, man.
Right.
You know, you gotta pay, man. You gotta pay for what you did. All right, taking down statues and acting like you're gonna give reparations ain't gonna do shit,
Dang,
man.
man.
The Most High about to take your ass out of power, man.
Right.
Okay, you about to go head up with your house shot, man.
Right.
You know, you ain't gonna get away with just giving Jake some little knickknacks and all that bullshit, man. You know,
But who was that? I had seen it for the first time, bro. I had never seen this shit. If I did, I remember it. But it's one of these crackers standing over Jake kneeling down, and he got his hand on his head, man. Who was that? Like Andrew Jackson or Thomas Jefferson or something like that. But I was like, he got a slave bending down to him, and the goddamn cracker got his hand on his head, like, all right, my son. You know what I'm saying? That's hey, man. That's fucking crazy, man. Y'all don't go down to give Mount Rushmore and take that shit, blow that shit up, man? Hell nah, man. Y'all faking the funk, man. Y'all punk faking, man. But a gift to stir the heart, man. Hey, let's tear down a few more statues, give Jake the stimulus, you gonna go home and sit down, man.
right?
You know what I'm saying? Because it's already calmed down now, man. Jake looking for equality, not justice, man.
Right,
Because at this point, we supposed to be slaughtering Esau, man.
right.
So y'all niggas want to march and vote and you know what I'm saying? It's like shit, ain't know. Hey, it is what it is.
Jake
Man.
getting fat on unemployment check, man. He ain't doing nothing.
Just
Until that
gift
shit
and
get
start
cut
the
off,
heart, right,
yeah.
man. And it's gonna get cut off.
Right.
What you niggas gonna do? Who you gonna turn to? Esau, the oppressor?
Jesus.
Okay, well shit. Jesus ain't gonna show up, man.
Right.
He not showing up. He done.
This Isaiah chapter 25 and verse 7. And he will destroy in his mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. And that's what this devil has done, man. Okay, told you Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that you a Negro. Okay, you are African American.
Right.
All right, went to the Native Americans, told them, look at you, an Indian. All right, you ain't no Gadite. All right, got rid of they tongue. All right, stole their children in the night and put them in these private schools, or however they say it. They put them in these private schools, changed their name. So that's why you got Gadite's name John and Will and Alex and shit.
Exactly.
All right, and don't even have they broken Hebrew names, man. That's what this devil did. Okay, calling you a Salvadorian and a Honduran. Okay, that's why you got these goofy ass gooks. All right, walking over here calling themselves Chinese and Vietnamese. You a Moabite, man. Okay, and when I first heard Moab and Ammon, I was like, man, that sounds perfect, man. That's definitely them guys, man. That's definitely them dudes, them weirdos. Right, man. It made so much sense, man. You know, but the Most High is gonna destroy all that, man. All right, and it's slowly being destroyed right now because we're figuring out that Jake is figuring out that he's the Israelite, man.
Right.
Okay, and you even got some of these nations, these ancient nations, they still know who they are, man. You know, you got the Moabites, man. They got all the relics and all of that, the archaeology, man. They know who the hell they are, man. Just like you got over there in Iran, they know that they Elam. Okay, they know that they the Persian Empire, man. Okay, but it's you Jakes, man, that been totally destroyed according to prophecy. You know what I'm saying? To where you don't know who the hell you are, man. And all these other nations know who you are. You know, but that is going to be revealed to the whole world who the hell they are, man. When Yahweh shall come to establish judgment in the whole world, man. You know, no more confusion, man. No more knowing what the hell is going on, who is in rulership. Okay, no more shadow government, man. You know what I'm saying? The Most High government that's going to be set up is going to be in order. You're going to know who the hell, who is in rulership, man.
Right.
Okay?
Right. And that's brother. That's what's crazy because they don't understand that we understand that our power has made an agreement with this man.
Right.
And he is the keeper of covenants.
That's right.
He has
Right.
never broken not one.
Right.
And he will not, man. So he
Right.
promised us to that we're gonna tread down our enemies, man,
Right.
and be brought into our land and our kingdom, man. And that's gonna happen, man.
Right.
Now the details of it, hey man, we not concerned with that, man. Just know that the Most High his will shall be done, man. However it's gonna be done. When it's time for you to make the move, he wants you to move, he'll put the spirit on you to do it, man.
Right.
Okay? It is written, man. It is written, it shall happen, man. He is the keeper of covenants, man. Okay? So who you gonna have your faith in? The keeper of covenants or the goddamn hook-nosed Jew that ain't kept not one goddamn promise, man, and one covenant, man. And don't do his own kind no good. So let alone you fucking niggas, man.
Right.
If I may add, is the scripture the brother just brought out said he would destroy in this mountain. And he is Yahweh.
Right.
And is Yahweh literally going to destroy in this mountain the veil? The Most High is going to, no, he's not going to come down himself, Yahweh to the planet, and then expose Esau. He's going to use the prophets.
Right, the Most High should do nothing, man.
That's why the scripture in Amos 3 said he revealed his secrets unto the servants, the prophets.
Right.
The prophets are going to expose Esau, man. It said destroy in this mountain. This mountain in this context represents government. The government is America, all right? And America's influence has went across the four corners of the earth. Everything America do, teach, everybody start following that shit over time, man.
Right.
Now everybody believe that they, the Moabites believe they yellow people. All right? The Arab, they believe, the so-called Arab, they believe they Arabs, man. Who started that shit, man?
Well, you see them even them Arabs, they know that they Ishmael.
Right,
You
some
know what
of
I'm
them,
saying?
yeah.
They had Jake going in a cornerstone and asked him if he was Ishmael. And he said, yeah, he Ishmael. But then they say that they received the promise, man. You know, just going into these ancient nations, man, they know who they are.
Right. Especially these elite. But the Most High gonna reveal it to all the people, man. In this mountain, man. He's going to destroy in this mountain the veil. When you go into that word destroy, it means destruction, meaning to break it down. The Most High is breaking down Esau's lies, man, through the prophets, man. That's why people are beginning to wake up. That's why we here. Through the prophets breaking down that veil, man. And that veil is only going to be broke down in these times to the elect of the nation of Israel, amongst the Israelites, all right? Not to all people. And that's the beginning, like we started with at the beginning of this lesson. The word going out is the beginning of Esau's downfall. That's why he's trying to stop it so hard.
Right.
That's why he's setting up all these different false teachers, like Grandmaster Jay. He's trying to set up diversions, man.
Right.
All right,
Fucking joke.
stumbling blocks, so our people can get entrapped.
Right.
Because he know it, you get entrapped into these different false teachers and false prophets that hypothetically speaking, if it was possible, but we know it's not possible through the prophecies. If it was possible, Esau would throw all types of false teachers out, so you would never go into your rest, man.
Right.
Never get into your kingdom. But now the kingdom through the true knowledge and understanding is here, and Esau can't do nothing against it, man.
Right.
Can't do nothing against it, man.
And Esau is pretty much just doing a full attack on being an Israelite right now, man. You know, 'cause like you said, you had that guy, Grandmaster Jake, you know what I'm saying? He that violent side of Israel. All right, then now you got Nick Cannon. Okay, so these guys are racist, man. All right, these guys are racist and they hate us. You know what I'm saying? That's what they saying about us. You know what I'm saying? They preaching violence, all right, and hate and distrust for Edomites, all right, or who they perceive as so-called white people. You know what I'm saying? Trying to demonize us. You know what I'm saying? When they the ones that's out there, you know what I'm saying, planning on giving you Jake's vaccines, all right, spreading GMOs all over the goddamn place, laying down chemtrails. We ain't doing none of that, all right? So how the hell are we exercising a so-called racism and supremacy when you the ones that got every arsenal in your how I'm trying to say it. You got everything to your arsenal, man.
Right.
All right, you can use your little jet fighters. Okay, you can use your chemical warfare.
Right.
All right, you can damage Jake water treatment.
Right.
Okay, you got all of the access to all this shit, man. We ain't got access to all that stuff, man.
Right.
To inflict racism and supremacy on you damn Amalekites, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You devils got some nerve, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to turn it on, calling it reverse racism, man.
Right.
Okay.
It's crazy, man. And the brother just ran that down, man. Like Esau got this narrative about like the so-called corona passing from nose to mouth, eye, whatever. Man, Esau got control of everything. Your air, water, food. Ain't no telling how this crap really
Right, putting that shit to work,
right,
right,
man.
right.
These niggas, y'all see, you've underestimated the devil, man.
Right.
You've underestimated the devil, man. Okay? The Most High created the evil, the wicked for the day of evil, man. He gonna go all out, and he is going all out, man. Okay? And it's made me think about, y'all brothers might have seen it. It was a Palestinian woman, man, made a video, and she was like, "You Negroes in America, right? You know what you seen that shit?" Right. She's like, "Please, y'all come to, cause we need y'all."
Right.
That bro, come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man. That ain't nothing but the work of the Most High power, man. Okay? And this, hey man, it's going down, man. It's going down. And just real quick, I said, let me read this real quick. The Most High's made a covenant with us, man. Okay? That's why we have no fear. This brother alluded to this earlier. I'm gonna get the scripture. This is Revelation 21:3. It reads, "And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people. And the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power," man. So you know what that means? You already lost, Esau. You already lost. The other nations, you already lost, man. The Most High power of this Bible, he's with us, man. Okay? The tabernacle of the Most High is with men, okay? And you're looking at some of these men, man. Start with our apostles and others on down. Really quick, Leviticus 26:44, and it reads, "And yet for all that, when they be in the land of their enemies, I would not cast them away, neither will I abhor them to destroy them utterly, and to break my covenant with them, for I am Yahweh their power. But I will for their sakes remember the covenant of their ancestors, whom I brought forth out of the land of Egypt in the sight of the heathens, that I might be their power. I am Yahweh. These are the statutes and judgments and laws which Yahweh made between him and the children of Israel in Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses," man. So the Most High has never broken the covenant, and he never will, man. Okay? He made an agreement with us. You do this, I'm gonna give you this. No ifs, ands, or maybe, man. And through the spirit of Yahweh Shah, the hopeful elect, we're trying to uphold our end. Well, we are upholding our end. We gotta endure to the end, but we are upholding our end of that agreement, and you best believe the Most High power is, man. That's why this place is circling the drain, man.
Right.
This place is circling the drain, man. If we had an hourglass, man, everybody that much sand left in it, man. This shit is a fucking rap, man. That niggas looking for the kids to graduate and you know, man, this place is done, man. This place is done. Okay? And what's so cold is we still got comfort in this place. Yeah, we're going through hell, okay? But we got this is our comfort, man. We know that these things must happen, and we're prepared for it, man. We got on our shield and buckle, man. So when the fiery darts come, should we deflecting that shit, man? Okay? Y'all brother got something else, bro?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
And that's still in Isaiah 25 and verse 8, he will swallow up death in victory, and the Lord Yahweh will wipe away tears from off all faces. And the rebuke of his people shall he take away from off all the earth, for the Lord Yahweh has spoken it. And it shall be said in that day, Lo, this is our power, we have waited for him, and he will save us. This is the Lord Yahweh, we have waited for him. We will be glad and rejoice in his salvation. You know, and that's the attitude and the belief of the men of the Lord, man, and the elect. Okay, we waiting on Yahweh Shah to come and deliver us, man. All right, we're not pleading to this damn devil, man. We're not pleading to our oppressor to give us this and give us that. All right, give us Texas. All right, send us back to Africa. All right, we're not doing none of that shit, man. We're waiting on Yahweh Shah, man. All right, they say you're gonna wipe the tears from all of our eyes, man. Okay, because I don't care who you are. All right, as a Negro, Latino, Native American, your ass gonna break down here in Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Either once a year or twice a year, or whenever through your lifetime, man. Your ass is gonna shed a tear here in Babylon, man, for your goddamn oppression, man. Right. All right, seeing Jake in the state that they in, the little situations that you go through, you know what I'm saying, and just being in this truth, man. You see the hell that our people catch, right. Okay. I don't see how you 2/3 do it, man, because you fucking hopeless. You know what I'm saying? And you catching hell and you have no comfort of the Most High anything, man. But that's why, you know what I'm saying, you turn to your dope, all right, or you a goddamn alcoholic, you know what I'm saying? Just participating in self-destruction, man. You know, instead of getting this truth and being comforted by your house and his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. You know, but this is what we're waiting on, man. We're not waiting on Amalek to save us. We're not waiting on Esau or any of these heathen to save us, man. All right?
We need that second covenant, bro.
Right.
That's ultimately what the scripture just said. The second covenant.
Right.
That's what's gonna swallow up death. That's what's gonna wipe the tears from my eyes and bring everlasting salvation into the nation of Israel.
Right.
We need the second covenant, man.
And I made a point, you know what I'm saying? Just like even with these so-called celebrities, man, because like, especially amongst our people, you know what I'm saying, so-called, you know what I'm saying, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, I look up to the Jay-Z, the Beyonce,
Right.
all these entertainers, man, even, you know what I'm saying, way back in the gap, you know what I'm saying, guys that was seem to be doing so well, so good, knowing how miserable this shit is, took themselves out. Don Cornelius, man.
Right.
Big bread, bro.
Big bread,
You know
right?
what I'm saying? Took himself out. man.
Long paper.
You know what I'm saying? The list goes on, bro. They laid in bed with Esau. And
Right.
Found out, man, this is some BS. You know what I'm saying? And eventually got taken out of there with suicide, the
Right.
drugs. You know what I'm saying? Going into that Hollywood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Taking that oath and finding out this some bullshit, man.
Right.
And if you stand up and speak against it, either they gonna take your ass out or they're gonna take everything you have, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just to make the point, no matter how my carnal riches on this side you have, this ain't it, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're still gonna be miserable and doing bad, man.
Come.
And you had Tamar Braxton try to commit suicide last night.
Yeah, right,
I
right.
can totally see that.
Yeah.
Right. I guess up with breast implants and bars and up. So-
Right, she changed her name to Tamar Slade Braxton on Twitter. She's a slave now. She's a slave to her. She said, I tried to ask my master to let me go, but he didn't let me go.
Who's talking about Esau?
I don't know who she was talking about, but she said, my only comfort is through death.
God
They
damn.
tried to
Hey,
kill
shut
herself last
up.
night,
Hey,
bro.
take yourself out. You through.
So Jake is through, but see, she got millions of dollars.
Yeah.
She
That's
got
what Nick Cannon said. He said, I'm through with this plan and I'm out. Y'all can have this plan. I'm
right,
out.
right.
You might as well do yourself, bro.
Right.
Because all the shit that they uphold and love is calm, man.
Right.
Okay? It ain't gonna benefit you none, man. So like right me cut it out.
No, that was it.
Just like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne might go off his
Bro,
I'm-
I'm surprised he doesn't last this long.
Ain't
You know,
no-
Simon's got something special for him. This nigga listen like a dope fiend.
They done had some fucking heart attacks or
Right.
Seizures and
right.
shit. Yeah, but he better go be out of there in a minute, bro. He got out in a minute, man. So, hey man, witness the men of the Lord, man. Start with our apostles and elders on down, man. Witness the men of the Lord, man. Before you, man. We not gonna tuck tail and bitch out like a fucking Nick Cannon, man.
Right.
And the rest of these niggas, man. We gonna hold firm and steadfast, man. Because we man, has the Most High ever forsaken any of his own, man? Not one, man. Okay? I got one quick one, bro. Is Sirach 2. I'm gonna start at 2 at the top, bro. We need to wrap it up, bro. Brother, that's so much, bro. This is Sirach 2. And 2 it says, My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble, man. Okay? And that's why you do 2/3, man. You couple tops, y'all gonna make haste in the time of trouble, man. We not, man. Okay, Lord willing, man. It says, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end, man. Cleave unto the Lord, man. So if it take you to come in and drag us out and put us on the guillotine, man, so fucking well, I'm gonna pull that bitch myself. I'm like, slide me over here so I can grab the shit, man. And I'm gonna hit that bitch, man. Because and man, we fear not, man. If it's the Lord's will, we go. I'm you know what I'm saying. If I'm gonna elect, I'm gonna be risen up, man, in that time, man. So we fear not. It reads, Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Nick Cannon, you are not that, man.
Right.
You are not that. Not only you, but all you, some of you fucking niggas, man.
Right.
Okay? There's gonna be other niggas that's gonna come out and they're gonna say Hebrew and they're gonna say Yahweh and all that, man. Y'all niggas ain't ready to stand firm on this, man. It says, verse 6, believe in him and he will help thee, order thy way right and trust in him, man. So when Esau do try to close in on us, man, we have no fear, man. Okay? He just hear what the Most High said, man. Believe in him and he will help thee, order thy way right and trust in him, man. Ye that fear Yahweh, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old and see. Did any ever trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him, man? None, man. Okay? So that's what you're dealing with, man. Okay? And in a minute, we're gonna put these down, okay? And we're gonna have actual swords in our hand, man, with spiritual powers, man. And we're gonna run through you like men of Yusuf, man. With joy, man. Let the scripture say, we're gonna dance in the blood of our enemies, man. He mean that, man.
Right.
He mean that, man. Okay, so prepare for it. Y'all got something, man? And we're gonna close it up, man, with those edification. All right, we're gonna say all praise and honor to and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect on the four corners, putting in his work in faith and truth, sincerity, risking their lives on a daily basis to do so. This is a life and death thing, man.
Right.
Okay, this is life and death, man. And to the few souls that are trying to see the word, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, in ominous silence, we say shalom, man. A bar, man.
Shalom.
Death to the place, man.
Shalom.